Hi all, today we're going to be taking a look at adjustment layers and we are going to review brush size, brush opacity, and brush softness. So I'm going to go ahead in Photopea and I'm going to start a new project. I am going to make this project a photo and it's going to be an 8x12, a white background, and I'm going to go ahead and create. So when we're talking about adjustment layers, they're similar to a layer mode, but they are different. In a way, you have a little more control almost over an adjustment layer. And there are specifics behind when we should use them and when we shouldn't. But for this particular assignment, I just want you to be able to identify where they're at and get some exposure to using them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Google and I am going to, I really like mountains. I think they're peaceful. I'm going to go ahead and Google a mountain range. Go to my images. So I'm just getting an image to get started. I think this one could give us some cool effects. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this image. In Photopea, I am going to paste the image. We are going to work with our original, and we're going to duplicate it so we have an edited copy. And two reasons. One, I like to see your originals versus your edits, and I like you to be able to see that. But two, I want to demonstrate to you how to clip an effect with a layer mask. So I'm going to go ahead. This is where you are going to find your adjustment layers. This is your adjustment layer right here. I am going to start, let me move me. Never know where to put myself. Here we go. Adjustment layer. I'm going to do a hue and saturation. And you're going to see as I play with this, it's affecting both, where we want this to be our original, and we only want it to affect the one on the right. This is my adjustment layer. This is the image on the right, and this is my image on the left. So this is my original. But right now, this is affecting both layers. If I right-click on this layer, I can say I can say clipping mask. And now you can see it's only affecting the one on the right. This little arrow means this effect is clipped to this layer. So only that layer is being modified. I think I saw kind of a cool purple. Oh yeah, I like that. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. All right, so now I want you to get another image, and I want you to try to pick some images that maybe have some different colors in them. I think I'm gonna do this image, come back to Photopea, edit, paste, bring it down, change my size here just a little, it was a little large. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna move it over. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm on my top one, and I think this time we will play with maybe exposure. And again, we're gonna clip it because we only want it to modify this one. I don't know that I'm liking some of these effects. I think I'm just going to delete that and try some, oops, that's my layer modes. Go to my adjustment. I'll try vibrance. And this is what I want you to do. I just want you to play. Again, I'm going to try something else. Hue and Saturation are actually one of my favorites. Oh, I like color. Yeah, I'm going to use color balance, I think. Oh, I want to clip it so it's only affecting the one right below it. Oh yeah. I think I like that. All right, so we're going to do this 3 times. So we're going to do this once more. Let's see. I did mountains. I did flowers. Now I'll do a frog. Oh, these are some fun colors to work with. Here, oh, but the eyes. I think I'll go with this one. If you would choose to use the same image the whole time, I guess it would be okay. But I think it is fun to see kind of different colorations. All right. Adjustment layers. So black and, whoops, now you see I just did black and white, but it affected everything. As soon as I right click clipping mask, it's only this one. I want to show you something real cool with black and white, and you don't have to demonstrate this in your video, but I think it's cool. So I flipped this guy to black and white, but now on my layer mask, I am going to bring back. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the effect off. I'm taking the effect off. I'm masking the effect on there. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I kind of like it. And that was just to demonstrate to you. You don't have to do that. I'm actually going to disable the layer mask so you know you don't have to do that. I'm actually going to delete that whole layer and put a different effect on there. Invert's kind of fun, so I think I'm going to play with the invert. I'll clip that. And there's no settings with invert. We just get this kind of space character. So that's an introduction to adjustment layers. So I want to see that you have originals, copies for 3 images, and I want you to practice the clipping mask. If you would like to play with the layer mask at all, like I did with his red eyes, you're welcome to. The other part of this lesson is reviewing our brushes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new layer. And on this new layer, I'm going to use black just because it'll be easy for us to see. And you can see this little circle is showing my brush size. And right here are my brush settings. So right now my brush is a size 81, a hardness of 100%. So when I click, I'm going to get a perfect crisp circle, almost like a dot. If I wanted to enlarge my brush size, this is where I would enlarge my brush size. Or if I wanted to decrease, so you can't even see that one. But I also really want to talk to you about the hardness of a brush. So this dot is 100% hardness. Here we're at approximately 50%. You can start to see the fuzzy or feathered edge. And here we are completely soft. So you see how soft the edges are. I also want to show you opacity. So I'm going to go back to that 100% hard. This is 100% opacity. I'm going to lower my opacity. And I'm going to lower it even more. You can also combine those. So there's my low opacity, 0%. And you can hardly see it. It's just like very faint. Here's the approximate 50% with a soft brush. And then 100% with a soft brush. So I just kind of want to see a mix-up, that it's evident that you have changed your opacity, you have changed your size and your hardness. If you want, you can even experiment. There are other brushes in here that are pretty cool. Okay, so that, I don't know in Photopea how many brush options we have when it comes to loading brushes, but I believe we can load them the same way we can in Photoshop. You can actually load all kinds of other brushes. So that's something that we might talk about in a later lesson, but it can be kind of cool when you like drag some of these brushes, the effects that you can get. So I want to see that you've experimented with your layer adjustments and your brushes. Have a great day. Make sure you're reaching out with questions. To turn this in, of course, we're going to do a screenshot. Make sure you include your layers in the screenshots. Copy this. You're going to come over to your classwork. Whoops, I went too far. right here, and this is where you are going to paste it. I'm going to go ahead and put mine in there for an example, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.